the one lesson that you have to learn is about faith and about developing faith and starting to daydream and starting to believe in the unseen. Generally speaking, earth signs want things that are physical, that are tangible, and things that they can measure. It makes it very difficult when you speak to an earth sign about developing faith, because it's something outside of the 3D realm, outside of what they can physically touch, see, taste, and smell. It makes it harder for them to be able to step into that energy of faith. This is StarLink guidance. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are already subscribed to my channel, welcome back. It has been a long hiatus for me. During the summer months, I was in the process of moving, but I have now settled. I am back and I am ready to deliver these messages that are divinely for you. I'm just going to begin by cleansing my space. Please note that these readings are general readings. If you would like a more personalized reading, details for how you can obtain one will be in the description box below. So without further hesitation, let's see what has been happening for the Virgo collective. I'm going to start off with using my Work Your Light Oracle for some spirit guide messages to commence the reading. So, happy belated birthday to the Virgos. Let's see what messages come out for you for the month of October. Okay. What are the most important messages for Virgos? Spirit guides. So we have Age of Light. We've got Initiation. I'm going to pull one more card. And we have Keepers of the Earth. I love these messages. The base of the deck, we've got the Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? May be going through a period in which you are exploring the depths of your emotions. Water represents our intuition, our subconscious mind. It represents our emotions. The reflection in the water represents what's being shown to you at this time. So there may be a need for you to be more self-reflective and more self-aware, to understand the triggers and what is behind the triggers that you may be feeling or experiencing during the month of October. So we've got Age of Light, we've got Initiation. I'll bring these cards a little bit closer. We've got Age of Light, we've got Initiation, and we've also got Keepers of Earth. I feel that with this Age of Light card, you've been training for this for lifetimes. This is really about how there has been an elevation of consciousness that's been happening amongst the Virgo collective. I feel like generally this consciousness has been rising. There has been a lot of healing work that a lot of Virgos have been undergoing over a period of time, and now it's coming to a point in which the vibration has risen to the point where you are now ready to undertake your divine life purpose and mission. What we're seeing here is we've got the Initiation card, which says a rite of passage and crossing the threshold. Because of the fact that you've had to spend a period of time working through a lot of different issues that you have faced, for some of you physically, emotionally, psychologically, financially, because of the fact that you have been devoted and dedicating to working through the obstacles that you may have faced. This has allowed you to develop a sense of mastery and wisdom that you can now impart upon others. With this initiation crossing the threshold, it's almost like you've developed a certain level of mastery with what you've had to overcome, to the point where you are now somebody that can guide others and to support others. If you don't know, Virgo actually rules work, health and routines, but Virgos are the healers of the zodiac. They're the ones that generally help others and generally working service-based industries to support others. So a lot of the time that when we see Virgos, they're always trying to help people and support people through different challenges, because ultimately Virgos want to see people succeed. So where they may have developed a depth of knowledge in a particular area, whether it's socially, emotionally, psychologically, or financially, or even academically, they will always support others. When we see keepers of the earth, it is really about the position that you hold and the fact that you are being supported at this particular time. Earth energy is so important because what it does is it helps to stabilize and ground the energies, because earth absorbs as an element. What it does is it absorbs, water absorbs. So therefore, what happens is when we have the grounding influence of an earth sign, particularly Virgo, it helps to transmute different types of energies, particularly lower vibrational energies, and convert the energy into positive energy. So when we see keepers of the earth, ancient ancestors stand behind you. This is the fact that you're being supported during this time to really step into your power, step into your purpose, and really be that beacon of light and hope for others within the world, because you help to provide structure, you provide discipline, you help to give guidance where there is none. You put forward systems and processes because you're Mercury ruled. So your purpose is very unique and it's very special, but also because of the fact that Virgo is a mutable sign, Virgos are able to adapt to any environment. So they're very, very special and very uniquely placed earth sign. So this is some really good news. I do feel like with these cards coming, something huge is about to happen in your career. I do feel like you're coming into a place in which you're going to be a lot more seen for the gifts, the skills and the talents that you have. I'm going to pull a card from the Moonology deck. What is the most important message and what cycle are Virgos in right now? Ooh. One more. Wow. Believe in the impossible. So your lesson during this time is we've got nothing will come of this situation, which is a void course of moon. So for me, how I'm interpreting this is there's some emotions that you need to let go of, release, or to transmute, because these particular emotions, if you hold on to them, will become a hindrance. They're not actually going to help you to move into the next phase. But the card that's actually come out for you is Blue Moon, which is a very rare event. A blue moon is essentially when we have two full moons in the same sign back to back. That is a blue moon, which is a very rare event. We did have a blue moon this year in the sign of Capricorn. We had it twice, if you are someone who observes Western or tropical astrology. Now, this belief in the impossible is the lesson that Virgos have to learn, because of the fact that Virgo represents the material realm. It represents Earth. It can be quite dense energy that a lot of Virgoans have to experience, but because of the fact that their sister sign is Pisces, Pisces represents the end of the zodiac, and it also represents our dreams, our highest dreams that we ever want and desire, always represents that Piscean energy. Believing the impossible is about the fact that you've mastered every single lesson as a Virgo materially, for some of you materially, some of you academically, some of you financially, some of you socially, some of you psychologically, some of you physically. The one lesson that you have to learn is about faith and about developing faith and starting to daydream and starting to believe in the unseen. Generally speaking, earth signs want things that are physical, that are tangible, and things that they can measure. It makes it very difficult when you speak to an earth sign about developing faith, because it's something outside of the 3D realm, outside of what they can physically touch, see, taste, and smell. It makes it harder for them to be able to step into that energy of faith. But you need to, with the believe in the impossible, during this period of time, particularly if you are a Virgo rising, we're actually going to be, by the time this video is released, we will be in Libra season. Libra will be ruling your second house. So your second house is about your values, but it's also about your assets and how you earn your money. So believing in the impossible is really going to be important. And during this time, it might be beneficial for you to start faith-based practices. This could be through listening to affirmations, reciting your own affirmations daily, or even reciting prayers around the and making sure that those prayers are in alignment with what it is that you are calling forward into your life and what you are wanting to create at this particular time. So believing in the impossible is about having faith and believing that what you're working on, the path that you're on, the timeline that you're on, is divinely orchestrated, and that you are actually being supported in your endeavors. Okay, I'm going to see if there's any other messages at this time for Virgos. I'm going to use the tarot to do so. What are the messages? In fact, let me just move this over here. What are other messages for Virgos? What are the most important messages for Virgos at this time? What do they need to know for the month of October? A lot of cards. We'll take them. We've got the Devil, we've got the Six of Swords, we've got the Five of Pentacles. There's a lot of cards. We've got the Justice card, we've got the Tower card, and we've also got the Nine of Cups. At the base of the deck, we've got the Three of Cups, which is about celebration. So there is something good coming in for you during this time period. There, with the Devil card being here, the Devil card is Saturn energy, it's Capricorn energy. It's a message or a warning around a particular way of thinking or a particular way of being. There is something that has you bound. This could be negative thought patterns. This could be addictive tendencies. So when we see the Devil, sometimes it could represent substance issues. So substance issues, alcohol issues, food addiction can also represent codependency. There is something that you are codependent on, with the Devil being upright, that you need to let go of and release, which is also a confirmation right here of this message, which is nothing will come of this situation. There is something that you need to let go of that's actually keeping you bound, and it's keeping you in a position of stagnancy, and you're being guided to let this go. For some of you, the Devil could also represent a fear that you have. So some of you may actually have a fear of moving forward. What would it look like if things were good? Simply because I feel that because Virgos are so pragmatic, sometimes they tend to expect the worst rather than expect the best. And this is one of the reasons why the message here is about believing in the impossible, because you're having to step outside of your comfort zone of what potentially could go wrong, because Virgos are very good and adept at being able to problem solve. So it's almost like they anticipate problems, or at least can have contingency plans for problems. But you're being told to actually step into a place of faith and believe that what it is that you're creating, making, or building at this time is actually going to work in your favor. So this may be a time for you to address this. Some of you actually may benefit from therapy or counseling to get to the root cause of what it is that's keeping you bound or keeping you stuck, particularly if you have any addictive or codependent patterns of behavior. This might be one way in which you can start to address those issues and overcome them. It is really important to overcome them. With this Six of Swords being here right next to the Devil, it's telling me that you are going to be moving forward. You are going to be addressing this addictive behavior or this negative thought pattern, and it's going to be quite freeing. It's going to release you. This is Mercury in Aquarius, so this means that you're going to have the freedom of thought. So for some of you, it's actually a negative thought pattern that you need to let go of and release, that once you do, you're going to have a lot more autonomy over your thoughts and what direction you want to go in, whether this is professionally for some of you, whether this is creatively for others of you, but you're going to be able to move towards something completely new. As you start to explore the idea that you have or the vision that you have for yourself, what you're going to start to see, especially with this Five of Pentacles being right next to it, is that your physical reality is going to change. The Five of Pentacles is actually represents Mercury in Taurus, and it represents a transition. It represents having to think quite practically around what needs to change in order to experience the shift that you want. Some of you with this Five of Pentacles may be relocating or moving. With this Five of Pentacles, some of you, it's talking about having a period of difficulty financially, but this is actually going to be changing for you. So if you're a Virgo that's been experiencing any types of issues materially or financially, you've experienced any sort of stagnancy or delays in your money, this is what's shifting. But the catalyst for that shift is by you changing your mindset. So if you feel like you don't have enough and you keep telling yourself you don't have enough, guess what? You're not going to have enough. But if you tell yourself how abundant you are and how you're able to attract money, and you start to speak those things over your life and reprogram your thoughts, what you will do is you will tap into an innate feeling of abundance that you have, which will raise your vibration. And then what will happen is your vibration raises, you will start to attract what it is that you desire. So I feel like that could be happening for a lot of Virgos at this particular time, particularly if you've had any type of big expenditures recently. With the Justice card coming out right after the Five of Pentacles, this is talking about, for some of you, this is a new partnership agreement. This could be a new business contract. This could be a new contract of employment, or this could simply represent winning a legal case. So if you've been involved in any type of civil matter or any type of matter regarding any type of payout or compensation, you're going to be receiving some positive news around this. The Justice card represents the energy of Libra. So this represents balance and harmony coming in. Libra is quite a karmic sign. So what generally the scales represent is the weighing of your situation. And based on how your situation is weighed, depends on the karma that is given to you. So the Justice card upright is always a positive sign. So this for me represents some sort of money that is going to be coming towards you, that is going to help you to move towards what it is that you are passionate about, what your dream is or what your goal is. I feel like for some of you, you may not necessarily be expecting this outcome, but there is definitely a positive outcome happening for you within your finances or within your career that generates more finances. For some of you, this could also represent a business agreement. For those of you that are sole traders or entrepreneurs, this is actually going to propel you into a lot more prosperity in the future. With the Tower card being here as well, this represents divinely guided change. This is significant change. This represents a dismantling of the old in order for the new to begin. For me, this is a confirmation of the initiation card that we received right at the beginning. So this is about you being in a time in which you are going to be walking away from the darkness and walking into the light. So this represents the turbulence that you may have experienced being firmly behind you. But this tower also represents that with this massive shift, this massive change, it means that there's going to be some losses. Some of you may some of you may change friendship groups, some of you may change professional circles, but I actually feel like this tower is a positive tower simply because what precedes it is the Justice card, which means that there is something good coming in to balance out some of the negative you may have experienced. But what sort of follows this, what concludes this tower, is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups in the minor arcana is a wish or a dream being fulfilled. So this could be talking about a dream that you may have around a particular professional opportunity. This could be around notoriety or recognition for a gift, a skill or a talent that you have. Those of you that are actually are in the field of something like TV, film, music is what I'm getting really strongly. I feel like anything that you put out during Virgo season, on any sort of media platforms, in where you're in places where you'll get an audience, I feel like you'll have a really good reaction to the content that you are putting out. So this may be a really positive time for you to put out all of your projects, or at least some of your projects, in order to increase your following. And this can actually lead to more opportunities in terms of professional networking. I'm going to pause there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some career and money cards for you. What are the messages for Virgo's career and money throughout the month of October? We have the Moon. We have Coffin. So, yeah, what I'm getting is this energy of feeling like your money is really limited. We've got Frame at the base of the deck. I've got this energy coming through very strongly of you feeling like your money is limited and that you do not have enough, and you having to work a number of different jobs to be able to make money. And I feel like because of the financial challenges that you may be experiencing, I feel like with Coffin being here as well, it's coming to an end. So there is something that's coming to an end. Whether you're working multiple jobs, this may be coming to an end, or working a 9 to 5, this is coming to an end. I feel like you're about to get a payout. Again, that confirms what I saw in the tarot with the Justice card. I feel like there is some sort of money that's about to come. I feel like you're going to receive a cash lump sum, and I feel like this cash lump sum is going to help propel your career in terms of your passions. It's going to help you to be able to invest in your passions, especially if you're somebody that works within a corporate environment and you're employed. I feel like this is the type of money that you can use in order for you to invest in projects that are going to help you to stay self-employed or move into self-employment. I definitely feel like any type of financial blocks that you've been experiencing is actually starting to shift or lift. So I did see that 5 of Pentacles card in your spread earlier on, which confirms that there may be a transition, or there may be this period of time where you may have experienced delays in your money. But actually this is shifting. You're about to receive a big cash lump sum, which is going to really help you to move forward. Some of you are actually going to be moving abroad or traveling with this anchor. Some of you are going to be, through exploring your passions and what you're creatively led to do, what you will find is that this creative talent or passion that you have is going to help propel you into a new direction so that you can leave your 9 to 5. Whatever it happens to be, pursue it. I'm going to pause there. I'm going to pull some self-care messages to close out your reading. This is a really good reading, Virgo. It's time to get excited. Some good stuff's happening. Okay, let's see what the messages are of self-care for Virgo during the month of October. The first card that has come out is sound healing. You may benefit by listening to high vibrational music, meditation music. You may even benefit from a sound bath. using sound bowls. Sound bowls operate in different frequencies, which can help to realign your chakras. We've got a sweet treat here, so it might be time to indulge in a sweet treat, whether this is a cake or a biscuit or some fruit or your favorite dessert. This will also help to raise your vibration. I'm seeing that breathing exercises or breath work might benefit you. You may want to take a breath work class. You may even look up breath work videos on YouTube and online to help center and ground your energy and help to expel anything in your auric field or within your chakras that are keeping you in a place of stagnancy. And dancing will also be something that you can do to help raise your vibration and to get into an energy in which you are experiencing joy. I think the sweet treat with the dancing is definitely about you stepping into doing more activities that give you happiness, pleasure, fulfillment, joy, and having some fun, and not taking life as seriously as it has been. Even though you have had challenges, it's about balance and bringing in equally as much as you're working, actually enjoying life. At the base of the deck, we have Connect with Fire. This is really about you. For me, how I'm seeing this is it's about reigniting your passions, going back to when you were a child. What were the things that gave you the most joy? What were the activities as an adult that you engage in now that give you the most joy? And doing more of the things that give you that fulfillment and help you to feel inspired, creative, and motivated. It's about reconnecting with these things. And I feel like throughout October, you're going to be discovering this. You're going on a journey of self-discovery to what it is that really does give you fulfillment, and you're going to be engaging more in your passions, which is actually going to fuel a whole new direction for you professionally and financially. That is the end of your reading, Virgo. I hope that you have an amazing month. I wish you nothing but love, life, health, success, wealth, prosperity, and abundance. I will see you in your next reading. Take care. Bye.